What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So in the last episode we did a bit of servicing here at Machine Factory in town and we're now ready to hit the rails again, having done everything that we needed to do. We also installed a few gadgets as well in our own DH4. That was pretty fun. We've got this DE2 traction motor to take back to City South. So I'm sure there's a job that we can find to take with us. We're going to go and look for one. Please do grab yourself a drink. Let's hit the rails. Alright then guys, first things first, I think we will take a look at the jobs available in the city station office. So let's go and pop over here and have a quick look. So yeah, we noticed a few jobs in the episode before last actually. So I think there's at least one job that we can take with us if memory serves me right. And then we'll get everything set up to get us underway and on our way. So let's have a quick look in the office here and see what's available on the desk. So I am looking for money jobs. I'm not looking for just cheap jobs. So there's a shunting job here that looks alright. Probably wouldn't take us too long to do that. But I do want to get moving because I want to pick up the DE6 from Coal Power Plant. That's the demonstrator model that we spotted a number of episodes ago now. And I also want to pick up the S060 from City West. So yeah, whatever job we take, it's kind of got to work around that, and also heading towards City South as well. We want to be down there. So just sort of looking at the map, we're going to head from here, go to Coal Power Plant, grab the DE6 and then head down to City West. And then head to City South. So it's got to be sort of along those lines. Farm is out the way, and also, yeah, that's not a lot of money. Food factory in town is out the question. Harbour, we're not going there yet, and also that isn't very well paid. Again, food factory, that's a shunting job, loading up for that job, really not worth it. And then again, harbour again with a very small paying job. That one's not too bad, I guess, to farm. 13.9, but still out the way, I'd say. I think we'll just focus on this one. It's a 6-car job with new cars on the cars. And it's 56,000 plus potential bonus there. So, I don't know what the time... Oh, the time bonus is 127 minutes. So that's quite a long time to get us back to City South, and also allow for... us to pick up the other locos as well. So let's have a quick look, see where the cars are. I think they're in B yard if I remember rightly. Let's have a look. So yeah, all right. So B40, there we go. So we'll actually come back here and grab them. We'll have to bring our locos across. Just going to make sure my switches are set up. Might as well do that while I'm here. So let's have a quick look. So that one needs to be like that. That one's going to take us in. And this switch is set to go right to bring us in there. So excellent. All good so far. Just quickly check this one as well while we're passing. I'm pretty sure that one's all right. Yeah, so that one's set to go right as well. Interesting caravan there. It looks like it's floating off the ground. Never noticed that before. Is it? I'd say that's floating. Yeah, you can see from that front jockey wheel there, it's off the ground. One for the devs there, I think. Right, let's head across here. Yeah, this game is still in early access. Wow, if I can actually even say it. So yeah, it's a great game. There's hardly anything really like that crops up, but yeah, that was one I probably won't be able to unsee now that I've seen it. Yeah, just going back to what we're doing here. So we need to turn these locos around to head out in the right direction. And we're only going to be able to do that if we split the train. So I think we need to turn these guys around first and reverse them in here, I'd say. Get our own loco. We own this one. Reverse it up there, turn it around, reverse it back on, and then... Sorry, no, we'd have to go forward first, then drive forward with these guys. It's a bit of a faff, but... to get them turned around and facing the right direction, it's got to be done. So let's disconnect. And we'll do the job with our rented loco first. Right. She should be good to go, really. Put some lights on. I'll actually use the remote for this, so we'll connect up with this one. Put her into reverse and just a tiny bit of throttle on there now. I'm gonna hop down. So yeah, we'll pull alongside here. Might as well use the independent brake. Still got a bit of throttle on there. So yeah, you can clearly see we'd never fit both locos on. Oh, there was a cat. There's a cat. Right, let's rotate and we'll reverse in here. So that's going to be an anti-clockwise maneuver, isn't it? Could have gone clockwise, of course, but it's just whatever's the quickest way, we'll get that done. And there we go. Release the brakes and reverse her up. Alright, so we'll leave it like that for a sec. I'm going to actually turn this turntable before I... just to make sure I don't forget. There we go. So now I'll just grab our own DH4. Start manoeuvring that. As you can see, we've got a few gadgets installed. So we've got the switch setter up there. And we've got the remote charger and the signal extender. And also the defect detector there as well. So number of things on the go. And I think what we'll do is I'll just drive this one from inside. Alright, she's on. You can tell when she's on because you hear it kind of bump down onto the turntable. We'll take this thing all the way around. And there we go. I'll just have a quick check. Yeah, we're all good. Right. So we'll go forward. And I'll just go far enough forward where we can grab the other DH4 and not have any problems coming off the turntable. In fact, that'll be fine there. Alright, so again, now we'll grab this one, and it's a clockwise motion here now. So we can utilise the remote here again. Pull forward. Whoops. So yeah, it's only a very slight movement that's needed here. In fact, we could probably do it without stopping, but just for the sake of safety and sanity and everything else in between, we'll do it properly. Okay, good. Now we just need to connect back up and we're all sorted. Let's hopefully do that without any drama. Yeah, so these two have been really great together, to be fair, as well. I don't know if during my standard difficulty I ran two DH4s together, but yeah, they've been marvellous and absolutely spot on. And we'll connect the multiple unit connector up there as well. So, just looking at things, see now we don't have any lights on at all, so that they've switched off. We need to just throw the lights on again like that, and then we'll find that we've got headlights at the front and tail lights hopefully at the back. I'm going to shut down this loco because we only need one. It's pointless kind of using fuel for both. We'll maybe fire the other one up depending on how we get on as we go on. I need to cut out the brake control on this one. So she's just then acting as kind of like just like a trailer really when it comes to the brakes. So yeah, we'll crack on round here a little bit. Yeah, so good to have this switch setter as well. We'll get using this, I think. But the only thing is we won't pick anything up at the moment because these switches aren't switches that would affect our direction, because we're passing through them. But when we get past here, I'll switch it on and get it dialed in properly, and then we'll be able to utilise it. Alright, a little bit more. Right, remote in hand. We'll pull past here. Brakes on. Still using independent brake there, so yeah. Right, we'll hop up just see if this is working. So, right, we're in forward at the moment, so again, it's not going to pick anything up. I'm going to put the distance to the maximum. Orientation. That's rear, that's auto, that's forward. So, we'll leave it like that. Then if I throw that rear, it then picks up the fact that we've got a switch that we can change. And if I press that, that switch is then changed, so we can now go backwards. Alright, let's get ourselves then back into B yard, and again it's picked up the next switch now. So it's got some range on it, 300 metres. Maybe back that off a tiny bit, so 250, 200. So yeah, if we go 150, yeah, that's probably a bit too close if you're going at speed. Maybe go with, let's leave it on 250. But yeah, reversing in here anyway to pick up these cars now. Past our floaty caravan. Alright, we'll just hop down. See there, that little notch of independent brake's doing nothing there now, so use that off. Alright, so let's get this connected up. And just have a look here, this is job MFFH12. That's the one that we've got. So just release that parking brake. And I'll just start releasing the brake. We'll just put one notch of throttle on, just to get things moving forward. And I'll go and validate this order while that's moving. Which isn't ideal, but it does help with moving things in the right direction, because we would be waiting for it to accelerate. It's only 270 tons, so it's not a great deal of weight, but yeah, we're picking it up from B4O, or B40. We're then heading, after hauling it, we're going to City South, we're going to B3I. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So let's jump back in the cab. Of course, I did say our next destination is actually going to be Coal Power Plant. Now, I said we're going to pick up both locos. That's my plan. So let's get a move on. So, route mapping. We're going to be heading down this way. We'll throw that switch to take us, which would take us right there, which would take us south to City West. When we get there, we'll manoeuvre that, and then I'm going to head this way. Which way we're going to go then? I'd say probably down, and then left. I think probably coming across this way. We'll have a look on the map in just a sec, but I think that's probably the quickest way. So imagine it here. We're coming across this way. We're then coming down here, heading this way, and then like down there. So it makes more sense on this map than what it does on the route map. But yeah, we've got to think as well when we get to coal power plant, what sort of impact we're going to have coming in there. So the DE6 is somewhere over here. So let's have a think about when we come in here. I would say we're going to circle round to come back out. So that switch needs to be thrown like that to head up that way, with that switch going that way to bring us back round. Yeah, we'll see if we can get as close as possible to the DE6 though, because if we do that, it's going to limit the amount that it's going to cost us to track her. But yeah, the DE6 is going to be expensive to restore, so I'm not in any rush to get through these restorations. I just thought, let's get the DE6 picked up. Okay, we're coming up to 60, so we'll just ease off a tiny bit. Remember, we're already running one DH4 at the moment as well, so she's doing marvellously. Water effects look great there as well. Said before, I wish there was a train wash, because look at these dirty windows. Considering this is our new loco, it'd be great to keep it clean. Okay, we're going 70 kilometers. We're going to get some brakes on here. A bit more than that. Okay, leaves it down. So it's 50 here. So we are perfectly on 50 there. So we head up and in. Man, it'd be great to see this from an external view, just see this set of cars coming around here. But anyway, we'll pass through and we'll just have a quick reminder of where the DE6 is, and also might just take a look and see what jobs are coming out of here. Why not? I don't know what they'll be, whether they'll be just empties or whatever, but yeah, coal power plant is well and truly generating power by the looks of things. So let's have a look and see where this DE6 is. A bit more power on. Now it was in one of the sheds, so right. I'll tell you what we'll do here, we'll just put the brake on a sec. Right, there's the station office. Right, before we go any further, I'll bring it to a stop. Let's go and check the station office very quickly, and then we'll just remind ourselves where the DE6 is, and that we can get ourselves positioned in the best possible way to make the collection. Alright, here's the station office. You see, it's just after midday, so plenty of time. Nice clear day, actually. Plenty of nice weather. Anything valuable coming out of here? Any valuable jobs? Doesn't look like there's a great deal. 24,000 at food factory in town. I'm not going back up there. What's this one? Coal mine east. 47,000. I mean, it'd be good, but we're not going up there. Coal Mine East is here. So well and truly out of our way. 47,000. So if we come back over here, I think it'd be good to take some jobs out of here. It's not really the type of place that we've done a great deal coming out of, but we could make some money if we were heading up that way. We could do food factory here, 20 odd, food factory here, 24, and this one, that would net us, with time bonuses, probably, yeah, over 100,000. That would be nice. But yeah, we're not going to take anything up there, up north. We're going south. So let's go and have a quick look. See if we can spot where this DE6 is now. It was in one of the... it's not a barn. It's like a shed. A storage shed. Just trying to see where that would be. It must be over here somewhere. Yeah, I think it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there she is. There she is. 094. So, how are we going to get back on the track? Well, there seems to be the nearest. This is somewhere else I can't quite see. There's here. So we could come past and then reverse in here. We'll do a bit of a... we'll do a bit of a comparison. I've just remembered I'm going to have to unlock the license before I do anything else. 347,000 is what we've got in the wallet. It's going to cost us 200,000 to unlock. And also we're going to have to clear just what's remaining of the fees, which shouldn't be much. Should have really done this before I left the station office. It's a bit of a trek back and forth. Never mind. Let's have a quick look then. So, career manager fees. We've got 1435.73. And just looking at this, there is a bit of servicing cost there. 929 resources and emissions. So that emissions figure is carried over from last time because we didn't actually recover the emissions after we did the service, the manual service. So that's cleared. Now that allows us to buy licenses. So let's go up to the DE6 license. Now, the prerequisite for this is concurrent 2, which we do have. And you can see there, 200,000 for this license. Obviously, there's a insurance copay increase and also time bonus deadline gets knocked off by 2%. Let's not waste any more time anyway. We're chatting. I do want to try and get paid for that other job as well. So, there we go. We've got the DE6 license. Toss that in there. So we know where it is. Let's pull forward and then we'll do a bit of a comparison job. Ah, you know what's happened? Because we serviced her using the machine, she's now got the parking brake on. I was wondering what was going on there. I thought we were struggling to come uphill there, but yeah. When you service, obviously, everything resets. So this resets, and yeah, it's just part of the service. So when we cleared the fees there, it's the equivalent of doing a service, and that's basically what's happened. Right, we'll pull up here. We seem to be pretty close to this shed here. I'll pull right forward and then we'll just assess right which is the actual quickest. Not quickest, the cheapest, I mean. Looks like 6 and 2 3s from here, as they say. The other thing is, where do we want it to be in the train? Well, probably in the middle. Probably have to split there actually. Maybe, I don't know. Let's go and see. Let's look at re-railing. So, re-rail option on the gadgety thing. Right, so it's probably not going to let us even get a price with us being in the way here. How much is it going to be over here? So we could re-rail there for only 10,000 is not too bad, to be fair, I don't think. Or is it high? 10,000. It's not going to be any less there, is it? It's going to be more. Um, 10,000 seems to be what it is. So, tell you what we'll do here, guys. We'll split the train and I'll look to just quickly insert the DE6 behind the locomotives. So let's do this. Alright, train brake on there. Sorry, no. I'm going to put it behind the locos or behind this. Such a long loco, the DE6, sorry. I think maybe actually, yeah, let's put it behind the short flat, this for the flat car. Why do I keep calling it short flat car? Right, what we'll do is we'll throw that switch and then I'll, whoops, head over here, re-rail. Re-railed the DE6 right there, so ready to tow home now. So we'll reverse up to her. I'll hop on the back here. She's in a bit of a funny position actually. Hopefully it'll still let us connect up. Ah, look at that, it's way off. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what we'll have to do. We'll have to give her a bit of a push back, I think. Yeah, you can't re-rail on a corner unless you, even if we grab that and pull it right to the side. Wow, this is just a faff now, to be honest with you. I have to get on the straight here. Right, that's good. Right, let's see if we can throw this on. And that'll bring everything to a halt and keep everything nice and tight together. I mean, it's not going to do it any more damage. She's already completely damaged in terms of needing to be restored. So, hopefully it'll let me connect this up now without any problem. There we go. I'm just going to hop inside a sec. So she should be in neutral. Yes, she is. And obviously the brake's cut out. So, let's go forward. Why is that making a funny hissing noise? Don't like this. There's something wrong. That would help. She's still not making a very good noise. Let's make sure everything's set up right here. So the DE6 in terms of weight, can't see where that is. Maybe I have to have another look in a sec. 125 tons, so not too bad. Right, there we go. Right, all good. Yeah, I'm going to fire up the second DH4. It's probably overkill, but we'll get it done. Let's head out. So we are now heading towards City West. It's our next destination to pick up the S060. We'll get a bit of power on here, why not? So just on this route map, it's not actually going to be that, is it? It's going to be on this one, sorry. The switch now needs to be thrown so that we can head down to City West. And yeah, this again, just checking that's now set right to take us down here. Left, right, left to come across here. Right, right. So yeah, right, right, left. Perfect. So yeah, the cab height on the DH4 is actually higher than the DE6. No wonder this got such good. No wonder the DH4's got such good visibility, and why the DE6 visibility is considered to be poor. Alright, 40 kilometers. Let's head down here and enjoy the journey. Again, our switch setter has picked up the switch ahead. Not too sure what the difference between relative and absolute is when it comes to switch setting. I'm not entirely too sure there. If anybody knows in the comment section, let me know. That would be fantastic. I'll have to give it a little Google, I think, as well. So, yeah, heading down here, the switch is set correctly to 60 kilometer speed limit as we pass over this section. So, yeah, let's keep it moving. Yeah, so 60 through here. And we're on the limit there as we come around. And now we're on a 100 kilometer downhill stretch. So the rest of the cars come around. Whoops. Can't see anything there. We've fallen into the pit again. So we'll fire up a bit. Whoa. Quite something. See the speeds there. Obviously downhill here as well, so yeah, Loco can't take all the credit, but wow, she's really going for it. We must remember these cars are a fragile load, but we're definitely rocketing along here. There we go, she's off the clock. Right, let's let her coast a bit. Okay, I'm putting some brake on here. It's giving us an 80 limit now, so start to slow down because we are coming into City West already. So we certainly rocketed through that section of track. Alright, so it says 60 there, but it's actually 30 as we come in here, so... Switch is set correctly. Nice to have that. Wow, that was an exciting drive. So we're going to go kind of past and then reverse in. Now, I've just remembered while we're here as well, we'll go to the shop and pick up the garage key that we don't have. The only one that we don't have, but the only one that's for sale here as well, so that makes it just makes the job easy. So we're going to reverse in that way. I'm just trying to remember where the S060 is again. It's been a while since we've been here, so hop down. Alright, so we're going to be reversing in now. So if we're reversing... it's probably not the right way, you know. Yeah, hold on. Let's just wait, because I want to check. Let's check to see where it is first. I'm thinking it's over here, but I actually don't think it is now. Second guessing myself. I'll tell you what we'll do as well. You know, a regular routine check for me is to see what jobs are going. Harbour. Steel mill. Yeah, not places we're going. Shunting. Oil well central. Again, more shunting. Harbour. And oil refinery. Not places we're going, but be fun to sometime travel around a bit and you know, just deliberately go to places to do jobs that we've never done before. We haven't taken a great deal of jobs out of City West before. Now, is it there? Because that's where the 282 was last time. Yeah, there she is. So, right, when we re-rail hill, we'll do the same thing, you know. We'll split the train. But before we do that, let's go and grab the key from the shop before I forget. Before I forget, indeed. So let's have a quick look. Buzzer. Ah, it's right there. Reginald. So yeah, I think that's the only one that we haven't got. To be fair, we could probably pick up the caboose as well on the way back if we really wanted to. Tell you what, we'll buy the registrator as well to put our licenses in, although they don't all fit, which is pretty wild as well. So the registrator holds 24 pieces of paperwork. There's 25 licenses in total. It's a bit of a slap to the face, really, that. You kind of need 2 of these. Considering they're only 300, let's get 2. Alright, so let's quickly make this purchase. Right, I'll take the key with me. So there we go. I've got Reginald's key, I've got Olaf's key, and Old Bob's key. So yeah, I used the other one. I'm going to leave those there because they will just populate in our tool shed in theory. So let's quickly get ourselves on the right piece of track, which is this one. Right, so we need to come back to this one. So let's go forward a bit again. So we need to be in there. Okay, we'll see if it'll let us ride on the back here. Yes, sometimes it doesn't. There we go. Alright, so I want to be over this side as much as possible. Yeah, so we'll go down there, which will put us, you know, exactly where we want to be. This is the loading bay here. I don't think I've ever used it. Could be wrong. Another DH4 in there. Wow. Right, let's hop down. So we're right next to where we want to be here. Right, we're going to slot the S060 in there. Right in front of the DE6. So stick this parking brake on. I don't think I tightened that. It's a regular occurrence around these parts. I think I was probably just so excited that I was able to get it tied on. Right, we'll re-rail like this. Like that. Didn't even look to see how much that cost. Right, so we're going to tow home. That's going to be our next step. So let's get connected up. Alright, so the brakes are connected. Going to release the parking brake and also pull that back. Now, it's kind of an irrelevance really, because she's already fully in need of repair in every capacity. But to open those cylinder cocks just means that the seals won't blow. But they need repairing anyway, so... The only thing is if you don't do that, you'll hear a pop still when they do blow, so... Yeah, I'd probably just do it for the sake of it type thing. Alright, and we are good to go. The only last thing that we need to do is just to release that parking brake there. We'll get her into drive. And yeah, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel. And yeah, please do feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you. But for now, we're going to have to leave this one here. We will continue this next time. So yeah, without further ado, please do take care of yourselves. And I'll catch you guys again soon.